Hey guys, Lord Naren White here, the Holy Ghost, the one true God. Back with you with the next video in my Line of God's Daily Dare series. As usual, before I discuss what I have achieved since yesterday's Daily Dare video, I want to go ahead and read you a chapter from the Bible. Today I will be continuing with Numbers chapter 21. And when King Arad the Canaanite, which dwelt in the south, heard tell that Israel came by the way of the spies, then he fought against Israel, and took some of them prisoners. And Israel vowed a vow unto the Lord, and said, If thou wilt indeed deliver this people into my hand, then I will utterly destroy their cities. And the Lord hearkened to the voice of Israel, and delivered up the Canaanites, and they utterly destroyed them and their cities. And he called the name of the place Hormah. And they journeyed from Mount Hor by the way of the Red Sea, to compass the land of Edom. And the soul of the people was much discouraged because of the way. And the people spake against God and against Moses, Wherefore have ye brought us up out of Egypt to die in the wilderness? For there is no bread, neither is there any water, and our soul loatheth this light bread. And the Lord sent fiery serpents among the people, and they bit the people, and much people of Israel died. Therefore the people came to Moses and said, We have sinned, for we have spoken against the Lord and against thee. Pray unto the Lord, that he take away the serpents from us. And Moses prayed for the people. And the Lord said unto Moses, Make thee a fiery serpent, and set it upon a pole, and it shall come to pass, that every one that is bitten, when he looketh upon it, shall live. And Moses made a serpent of brass, and put it upon a pole. And it came to pass, that if a serpent had bitten any man, when he beheld the serpent of brass, he lived. And the children of Israel set forward and pitched in Oboth. And they journeyed from Oboth and pitched at Ije-Abiram, in the wilderness which is before Moab, toward the sunrising. From thence they removed and pitched in the valley of Zered. From thence they removed and pitched on the other side of Arnon, which is in the wilderness that cometh out of the coasts of the Amorites. For Arnon is the border of Moab, between Moab and the Amorites. Wherefore it is said in the book of the wars of the Lord, what he did in the Red Sea and in the brooks of Arnon, and at the stream of the brooks that goeth down to the dwelling of Ar, and lieth upon the border of Moab. And from thence they went to Beer, that is the well whereof the Lord spake unto Moses, Gather the people together, and I will give them water. Then Israel sang this song, Spring up, O well, sing ye unto it. The princes digged the well, the nobles of the people digged it, by the direction of the lawgiver with their staves. And from the wilderness they went to Mattanah, and from Mattanah to Nahaliel, and from Nahaliel to Bamoth, and from Bamoth in the valley that is in the country of Moab, to the top of Pisgah, which looketh toward Jeshimon. And Israel sent messengers unto Sihon king of the Amorites, saying, Let me pass through thy land, we will not turn into the fields, or into the vineyards, we will not drink of the waters of the well, but we will go along by the king's highway, until we be past thy borders. And Sihon would not suffer Israel to pass through his border. But Sihon gathered all his people together, and went out against Israel into the wilderness, and he came to Jahaz, and fought against Israel. And Israel smote him with the edge of the sword, and possessed his land from Arnon unto Jabbok, even unto the children of Ammon, for the border of the children of Ammon was strong. And Israel took all these cities, and Israel dwelt in all the cities of the Amorites, in Heshbon, and in all the villages thereof. For Heshbon was the city of Sihon, the king of the Amorites, who had fought against the former king of Moab, and taken all his land out of his hand, even unto Arnon. Wherefore they that speak in Proverbs say, Come into Heshbon, lest the city of Sihon be built and prepared. For there is a fire gone out of Heshbon, a flame from the city of Sihon. It hath consumed Ar of Moab, and the lords of high places of Arnon. Woe to thee, Moab! Thou art undone. O people of Chemosh, he hath given his sons that escaped, and his daughters into captivity unto Sihon king of the Amorites. We have shot at them. Heshbon is perished even unto Dibon, and we have laid them waste even unto Noppah, which reacheth unto Medeba. Thus Israel dwelt in the land of the Amorites, and Moses sent to spy out Jazer, and they took the villages thereof, and drove out the Amorites that were there. And they turned and went up by the way of Bashan, and Og king of Bashan went out against them, he and all his people, to the battle at Edrei. And the Lord said unto Moses, Fear not, for I have delivered him into thy hand, and all his people and his land, and thou shalt do to him as thou didst unto Sihon king of the Amorites, which dwelt at Heshbon. So they smote him and his sons, and all his people, until there was none left him alive, and they possessed his land. The word of the Lord. Thanks be to God. I think what's so powerful about this chapter, and if we also look at last chapter, the struggles with Edom, right? Yeah, Edom comes out with a strong hand and refuses to give Israel passage. So they find another way, right? So that they go another way. And then after Edom, now with King Arad the Canaanite, and God delivers victory for the Israelites against the Canaanites. And then Moses giving the serpent of brass. And then there's more struggle. After that is Moab. They meet not Moab. Unto Sihon, king of the Amorites, and God gives the Israelites another victory against Sihon. And then after that, Bashan, and Og, the king of Bashan, and the struggles that the Israelites face in terms of getting victory. So how painful? No, not painful. Like, it's an arduous journey. It's one of great difficulty and great struggle. So I just thought that was powerful because of the fact that there's nothing easy about that story. So yeah, I think that's great. I don't have anything else I want to offer analysis of in this chapter. Instead, I want to go ahead now and transition over to what I have achieved since yesterday's Daily Dive video. Since yesterday's Daily Dive video, I worked my software engineering job and I trained jiu-jitsu. With no further achievements since yesterday's Daily Dive video, I actually want to go ahead and talk a little bit about the environment here in Hawaii, which there was today I'm recording this video on July 29th of 2025. I understand that it's publishing on August 4th. There was an 8.8 magnitude earthquake near Russia, and apparently there's a tsunami warnings here in Hawaii, and 8.8 magnitude earthquake. So I'm not sure what will happen here. It's set to make landfall in about 40 minutes, so I've been reading my Bible, which is a pretty good use of the time, I would say. I don't think anything crazy will happen, but the truth is I've never lived through an earthquake like that, so I have no idea what's going to happen. I'm just mentioning that because it's incredible in the sense that, definitely a rare event. I mean, 8.8 is... Yeah, 8.8 is huge. And there might be a lot of danger, so yeah. There's a huge tsunami warnings and stuff, so yeah. So I'll let you know how it goes. But yeah, so I couldn't think of a better use of the time than, to read my Bible. So that's what I've been doing. And let's see in terms of how things go that, everything should be all right in terms of, they're saying there's definitely risk, so hopefully everything works out. I'm not honestly quite sure. I'm not directly by the coast, that's for sure. I don't live directly by the coast, but I do live within the Honolulu city limits, basically. I live in Kalihi, which is a region of Honolulu, but I'm most certainly not directly by the coast. But I'm also, I don't live. I live in Honolulu. I don't live in like the middle of the island. So, yeah, I'm definitely not sure how it'll go. But fortunately, I'm not like near any beaches, I guess. But you know, ultimately, you know, I serve God perfectly, and I'll be praying to Him for His protection. So, that's what I'll be counting on, along with whatever common sense I can do around here in terms of, like not going outside today, instead choosing to read my Bible. So with that, I want to go ahead and end the video there for today. I want to go ahead and say thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, and subscribe, as it greatly helps the channel. Light be with you all. Take care, and thanks again.